tonight we have Van Wallach at Whiteland Books reading his poetry. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Yes, I'm Van Wallach. I've been here before. I need to give a little bit of context for what I'm doing. This is taken from a piece I prepared for the Moth Story Slam at WBUR. I had been in a Moth Story Slam in April, and I got chosen to perform, which was a great honor. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to try it again. So I went to WBUR. This time I didn't make the cut, but the material was very compelling, and I wanted to share it. So the context is, long after my mother died of cancer in 1984, a cousin of mine in Texas found a batch of airmail letters that my parents had exchanged when they were separated in 1959 and 60. My father, Mark, was living in France, where my parents had moved after their 1955 wedding in McAllen, Texas. My mother had returned stateside with my baby brother Cooper and me, and was living in Tyler, Texas, near where her sister Charlotte lived. Reading these letters 65 years after they were written was a real revelation. You can see a marriage falling apart, letter to letter. But what really struck me was the plain-spoken eloquence of my mother, who was a high school graduate, was in the Navy in World War II, no literary pretensions, but she had a way of writing that jumped out at me, and reading what she wrote it really moved me with her eloquence. And I actually was able to break up what she wrote into stanzas as poetry. So this is from March 7, 1960. My mother's name was Shirley, by the way. When I married you, it wasn't for your money or your good looks. Call it love if you like. You have many good traits and I still love you. I would like nothing better than to be with you again and have our family together. You know there is no use in me coming back and living like we were. Neither of us was happy. If you expect a new Shirley, then you don't want me back. Stop and think. Before, I didn't seem to do anything that pleased you, except cook a good meal now and then. I tried to please you before, and I want to try again, but it is up to you. If you want me to change in every way, or else be ashamed of me, then we had better stay the way we are. I want to come back and be your wife in every way, and I want you to be proud of me, proud of the children, and proud of yourself. So if this is what you want and feel we can both work at it to make it that way, then get the tax return made, send me some money, and be prepared to meet me on the next boat at Le Havre, which is where steamships from the United States ended. Well, months passed, things did not improve, and so my mother wrote this on November 28, 1960. If all your troubles were just plain hard luck, I could be sorry for you. But I think you brought so much of this on yourself. The day I married you, you didn't have a dime, and now you're broke again, but badly in debt. This time you work it out alone. I'm going on with the divorce. This life is going to get me if I don't. You know, a person can stand only so much. Maybe later, when you get your problems worked out and get a job where you can take care of your family, you'll come courting again. Until that time, it is quits for us. Well, hearing my mother's Texas accent in every line, I thought she could have been writing songs for Patsy Cline and Tammy Wynette. Well, here's the rest of the story. Dad did return to Texas. They divorced. He quickly remarried and moved to New York. My brother and I had a very tempestuous on and off relationship. My brother finally stopped being in touch with him. My father outlived my mother by 34 years. She died in 1984. He died in 2018 at the age of 92. Thank you.
Wow. Very good. Thank you.